Good evening, guys. I know it has been quite a tough evening. Your entire peace of mind would have been spoiled by the new announcement today. And I know it's a tough time for you guys because changing the pattern just a few days before the exam. We hardly have less than 2.5 months left before the final exams. And I know it's pretty unfair, but that's how life is. So you will have to build up your strengths and concentrate on your strengths and learn to identify your weakness at this point of time. So before we start, I just want to announce that I'm not going to talk about how to prepare at this in this particular video, but we're just going to see what the new pattern is. So the new pattern was announced on 31st August 2021. It definitely changes the whole game. We are back to the old 2017 pattern where the basic qualification is given more importance. Whether it's good, bad, I think that we'll know as you guys start preparing, as you guys start facing hurdles and challenges, or as you guys start writing your exams. But my personal opinion is that it definitely is bad in a way because it definitely affects your preparation. You have been preparing for more than a year right now because with all the COVID and stuff, your exams have been postponed. Exams which should have been held in June are being held sometime in November. So it definitely does affect your preparation. That is one thing. So that definitely is a major con. But a major pro, something really good is that it gives you a wide around variety of options. So you write your exam, you're not forced to choose between GI, onco, maybe you can shift to cardiothoracic surgery, maybe you can shift to urology or you can shift to pediatric surgery. So that gives you a whole amount of choice. And honestly, most of the surgeons faculty, people who are taking classes for GI surgery, onco surgery, these are people who came into the 2017 pattern. And let me tell you, they had a very good MCH life. And that is something which I can promise you. You will get into the MCH of your choice. Let's go through a few important dates. The online application starts on 14th September and it lasts till 4th October. There are going to be multiple windows to edit it. The final edit window is going to be till 24th October 2021. Your admit card is going to be ready on 5th of November. The examination is on 13th and 14th November 2021. The result is going to be announced by 30th November. So within about 15 days, your result is going to be ready and your session starts on 1st January 2022. Hopefully, if there is no issues, no court cases, no major hurdles, you're all going to be MCH PGs or DMPGs by the time the new year starts. So what exactly is a new pattern? The new pattern has around 150 questions to be attended in 150 minutes, 2.5 hours. And they have divided all the specialties into major groups. So the surgical group has surgical oncology, HPV surgery, GI surgery, pediatric surgery, cardiothoracic neurosurgery and stuff. And similarly, we have medical groups, we have pathology groups, we have a pediatrics group. But the eligibility for a particular subject is going to be different. For example, surgical oncology has ENT surgery, OBG, ortho, and general surgery as eligibility. But the major feeder subject is going to be general surgery. So we're looking at the group concept. So there are 13 different groups and 13 different question papers. So a person who is applying for surgical oncology, even if he's an ENT surgeon or an orthopedic surgeon, he will have to give the exam through the surgical group. So the basic paper, 150 marks he's going to be writing is going to be general surgery, even if he's an orthopedic surgeon wanting to get into surgical oncology. Similarly, a general surgeon who wants to get into head and neck surgery comes into the ENT group. And at that point of time, you will have to write the ENT paper. So this is a surgical group. I'm just going to show you the surgical group and the medicine group. So there are 12 subjects in the surgical group: vascular surgery, surgical oncology, endocrine surgery, thoracic surgery, neurosurgery. And this is the medical group. Again, another 12 subjects. But again, in a similar manner, for example, let's take endocrinology. Endocrinology, even a pediatrician is eligible. But if a pediatrician wants to write endocrinology, he has to apply into the medical group. So wherever there are multiple, so it's the same concept. So wherever more than one broad specialty are eligible feeder for a particular super specialty subject, candidates of all such eligible feeder specialties shall be required to appear in the question paper of the respective. This is exactly what we were talking about. The same example he has given. Let's go to the other example. So if you are interested in a DM critical care or DRNB critical care, it comes into the medicine group. So people who are eligible are general medicine, pediatrics, respiratory medicine, anesthesia and emergency medicine. All of these people will have to write the medicine group. So this is the basic funda of the paper. It is definitely going to be challenging to just basically understand how things are. And but the good thing is that you have 2.5 months. 2.5 months is not too long, but it's also not too less. So you have time to revise your basic subject, because that's the only subject you'll have to read. So, for example, if you're reading general surgery, it has to be only from Bailey and Sebastian. You don't need to go read into Shackelford, Blumgard. So that does save you a lot of time. But for people who have been reading Shackelford and Blumgard and their major concentration has been on that specialty, it definitely is going to be a challenge. So it's honestly a mixed bag. So we really don't know how things will pan out. My personal opinion, it's going to be good for a few people. It's going to be a little aage piche, okay for the another group of people. So my personal advice would be to start focusing right from tomorrow or day after you compose yourself and after you got all your resources ready. And Surgtest is there to help you throughout your preparation, medicine or surgery, and we shall not be abandoning at any point of time. So in the subsequent videos, I'm going to be talking about how to prepare for the NEET SS general surgery paper, and we'll be looking at it in detail really soon. Thank you so much, guys. If you have any doubt, you can just WhatsApp us on our helpline number, which we'll put in the description, or you can just post a comment on our YouTube video. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Best of luck.